I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Aragon Ballroom here in Chicago, Illinois, for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds in the heavyweight division between these two great warriors.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Warrior. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Golota.
Okay, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. Well, Teddy, here in this matchup, two guys who tend to go the distance. What do we look for early?
You know, I'm looking to see who can be more consistent in just one area. Who uses their jab a little bit steadier.
Good block by Bulldog. Solid counter punch by Bulldog. Very accurate work. Three-punch combination serves him well. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Bulldog. Says right back with the left hand. Parries that punch away. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. And in round number one, you already get the sense that they have no intentions of this fight going the distance. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. We got a fight here between these two where there is an expectation that it will not be an early evening, that this is going the full route.
Yeah, well, these guys are not really risk takers. You know, they don't go out there and gamble a lot. They play it pretty safe, and you can say it's going to be pretty safe that we're going to get rounds.
He has found his groove with this right hand. Very clever move there. A little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Bulldog. What a good counter punch by Bulldog. Good looking counter punch. Right back at him with a left hand. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited. He can pick him off a little bit.
Good defensive skill. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Good-looking counterpunch. Off the mark. Able to show you his blocking ability. Halfway through this round. Good defense, just covering up down low.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Get out of the way.
Well, he took one right there, but then he targeted one right back. 60 seconds to go in what has been a toe-to-toe war. Oh, what a great round. And now he's having his way with the jab. Bulldog's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's gotten it. Well, nowadays we have so many different weight classes. Used to be only 8 weight classes. Now with all the super and juniors attached to every weight class, you can go up and down the scale with ease throughout your career. Is that good for the game?
No, I don't really think it is, because you're making it too easy for the fighters. You know, I'm not saying that it's not good that they have an alternate to a weight class, but a lot of times when you make things easy, they're going to go for the path that is easier. In other words, somebody should be a middleweight. Now all of a sudden they're going to be a light heavyweight. They're going to be a super middleweight, where with a little discipline, they would have fit into that middleweight frame. It wasn't that they couldn't make it. Now you make it so easy, they don't want to make it.
End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Carries that punch intended for the head. And there he counters back against his opponent. How is he taking these kind of shots and just dismissing them? What a chin on this guy.
Yeah, well, what a neck on him. Look at that neck. I mean, it's about 19 inches. That is the shock absorber. But the rest of it is he's seeing it. He has good vision. He sees the shots coming, and he's making up his mind they're not taking him anywhere.
Back and forth exchange. Unable to land that shot.
You need to keep the head moving.
Another flush shot lands upstairs. The Warrior's just not landing any body punches in this fight.
Well, he looks like a guy who hasn't been taught that. We're getting a little bit of an X-ray, a little bit of a peek into what his trainers show him in the gym, or what they don't show him.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. 1 minute to go in this round. Neither man has decided to slow down at all. Oh, boy, what a round. Wow, is he defensively sound. How about that? Back-to-back he lands by Bulldog. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. That's a good block by Bulldog. Each man able to land an uppercut. Targeting each other, the exchange was something special. one, but gives one. Good work by Bulldog. Here we go with the fourth round. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Solid job. Double connects by Bulldog. He is very much being tested here, even though he's likely up on the scorecards. He's getting a real test here.
Yeah, Joe, a test that will serve him in the future. If he goes on to win this fight, which I think he will, he's going to take what he learned here today, what he gained here today, and it's going to serve him as he moves forward in his career.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Bulldog. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Blocks that belt line well. Good block by Bulldog. Halfway through round number 4. Lands the counter. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Bulldog. Improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Targets a counter overhand right.
You're taking too many punches. Hands up.
And a good counter by Bulldog. Accuracy an issue there, didn't land that straight right hand. 10 seconds to go in this round. Oh, very nice. Smart counter punch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Bulldog. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Nice block by Bulldog. Good-looking counterpunch. Great show by these two. What an entertaining bout this has been. Neither man willing to give up an inch and giving everything they've got.
Joe, it's like that old song. Whatever you can do, I can do better. That's how they're challenging each other.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round. Bulldog's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outsides. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Another flush shot up top. Well, we told you it could be this kind of fight, and as advertised thus far. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Oh, that's gotta hurt. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. It's like a light switch just went on. All of a sudden, he's the aggressor now.
Well, it's like your parents came in the room and they put that switch on. His corner, not his parents, told him, get on this guy.
Fires right back at him. Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Boy, what guts. What guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
A nice block by Bulldog. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Oh! Bulldog stunned and staggered. Well, where was this earlier? All of a sudden now you see he's being effective and being aggressive and outworking his man, when for most of the fight, he was the one being outworked.
Well, eating about 24 jabs, you know what? It can change your mind a little bit. He figures now, let the other guys start eating a little.
He was stunned, but now he's surviving. What a good counterpunch by Bulldog. Good work doubling up that jab by Bulldog. Just well-timed, well-placed punches time and time again right now. Very accurate.
Yeah, very accurate, Joe. He's really placing his punches. He's thinking it out. He's seeing the picture, and he knows exactly where he wants to put them.
Come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
A good block. I'm wondering what the opposing corner is going to do here. They got to their man earlier. They were able to rock him, and really nothing's changed. He's showing them the same exact look, the same exact style that he came here with.
Well, first of all, the opponent should keep doing what he's doing. You know, you're landing, you found something that's working, stay with it until he changes.
Bulldog's doing really well on the outside. Boy, you gotta love being his opponent, right? You come into a fight like this tonight, you're so worried about getting off your punches, landing accurate punches. Well, here it is. Not gonna move the head at all. Come and get it.
No, you just have to worry about you don't hurt your hands. You better hope that you wrap them real good, because you're banging that nugget all night long.
Well off the mark by Bulldog. He's completely turned his offense off. You can see that he's just in an extreme defensive posture, but still, his opponent is scoring here.
Look, the extreme defensive posture is a problem, but if he was moving his head with his hands up, at least there'd be misses there. When his opponent would miss, there'd be an opening to come back, where even if you didn't come back, his opponent would be a little worried about sitting in there on you. He'd have to think defense. Right now, he's only thinking offense.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Well-placed shot after landing there again. Bulldog stunned, and he is hurt. So far tonight, he was being completely outworked, but now we see him being more the aggressor.
Oh, it was starting to get a little late. He understood he needed to change things a little.
Oh, Teddy, worst case scenario, a cut has now opened up above his eye.
Yeah, and the bleeding, of course, the worst case scenario for a reason, as you said, Joe, because the blood can run into the eye, impair the vision.
Bulldog's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Good job staying away from the danger there. Looks like he has some blood under his eye, around the cheek. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Oh, and there you go. Bulldog's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. I don't know what was said to him in the corner, but now he's the busier man.
And he needs to be before any more time goes by.
Good work now, backing up what he did. Oh, everybody will tell you, you can't get away with that. What a big, wide, sweeping whiff that was.
Well, you can get away with it if the guy doesn't want to throw back, but if this guy wants to start throwing back, then you're not getting away with it.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. His cheek has been split wide open. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good job fighting from the outside. And another shot comes in. Great movement to get away from those punches. Good looking right hand after he got hit. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecard.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Throws a counter punch there. Teddy, it's one of my favorite times of one of our fight broadcasts. When we make the declaration, he has to have a knockout to win.
And how's he going to do it? Well, I think he's got to be a photographer. He's got to be a guy that goes in the dog room, really, Joe, and start looking at the negatives. During the night, a lot of pictures have been taken. He's got to go now and look back at those pictures and remember something, that he saw something. He saw a moment. He saw a spot where the guy dropped his hand. He pulled back, and he's got to go, and he's got to act on that moment.
Good defensive skill with the block by Bulldog. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
And now another left. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Accurate counter punch by Bulldog. Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Good defensive skill. Well done that time, landing the counter punch.
I want to see that count. Make him pay for his misses.
And now they start round number 10. Targeted counter punch by Bulldog. Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You're jabbing at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
throws a counter punch there. Blocked by Bulldog. Gets rid of that body shot. Swelling is starting to become a real issue. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Right on the mark, both guys with the hook. Good combination punching out of him here.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a musical, except right now, I don't think his opponent likes the tone of it.
That attack. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
The Warriors' side to me is getting worse as things continue on here. Teddy, he's got to be very conscious of that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and his corner has to be, too. They got to be thinking about if it gets to the point where he can't defend himself, they have to do something. Obviously, they didn't come here thinking they were going to have to do. Stop this fight.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Well-placed counter punch by Bulldog. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Able to get rid of that one. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
The round here. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. It's turning out to be a very good fight because it's very competitive. It's one of those fights that's really hard to score.
Yeah, it is hard to score. It's going to be up to the judges now. Hopefully, they've been watching the way they need to watch, and they're competent enough to make sure that it's not just a matter of who's throwing, but, you know, who's really landing.
Good job staying away from the danger there. That straight right unable to connect. Power punch puts him down.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
How's he putting himself into danger by clearly slowing down here? Because I don't think he has that pep, that little jump in his step that he had earlier.
Well, first of all, he's going to allow his opponent to gain some confidence. When he goes back to the corner, his people are going to say, hey, this guy's human. This guy's tired. Get after him.
Got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Nice block by Bulldog. Well, which way did it go? That is the question everybody wants the answer to. The man with the answer is standing in the ring, and here he is.
A unanimous decision. Your winner, Bulldog.
He's your winner by a unanimous decision.
And that was a surprise right there. Coming into this fight, we thought we'd see maybe a knockout. But no, we wound up getting a strategic fight.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.